background and the process that we went through. But I think it's important to say that we felt really privileged the last couple of months to be able to work with a large number of people within the room. It's been really great actually meeting up with people again this morning and sort of saying hello. It's been a great couple of months really to work with people, but also to reflect on writing up the transcriptions from the development days. So much rich information, and people that do come to the workshop later and see the report will see the rich amount of information that people shared with us that hopefully will be useful to other developing sites as well. So I'm going to talk a bit about the background, and Kevin's going to talk a little bit about the process we went through. We're not part of the IAPT team, we're part of the General Service Improvement Group, but I think it's right to say we're a little bit nosy about the IAPT programme, and we had some discussions with IAPT colleagues at the Development Centre a while ago, and in those discussions recognised that it's been a really busy time for people the last 12 months or so, you know, reaching performance targets, getting teams up and running, and very little time really to stop, to reflect, and to reflect on the stuff that is really going well, some of these success factors, as well as a time to come together as a team and think about, okay, where are we now, but where do we need to go in the future? What are the next thoughts around planning the future? We put a proposal forward to have some protected time to work with the early implementer sites, to have a day to look at. One was to gather some success narratives, to use some real cases, to work with colleagues to demonstrate what's really going well and what people are really proud of and how they've made a difference. And the second was to allow people to think about their next stage development needs. Part of the development part of it was to think about asking teams what they think are the important criteria of a successful team, to give them protected time to think about where they're at now, but also to think about what they need to further develop, as well as what's helped and what's hindered the journey. So it was part developmental, part narrative capture. Sessions were offered to all of the early implementer sites, but unfortunately, due to the current development position, Walsall and Dudley weren't able to join us in the pre-conference sessions. But we are hoping that Walsall and Dudley and the other developing sites may wish to access this developmental session process in the forthcoming months. And there is a commitment from the IAPT team to actually support other teams to go through this process with us. I think it's important to say we felt this process has been complementary to the other parts of the IAPT programme, and hopefully can support other teams within their implementation plans. Just to finish off my bit really is a big thank you to North staff, Shropshire, Stoke and Wolverhampton who worked with us on the last couple of months, and it has been a privilege. I really, really mean that. I'm going to hand over to Kev now, because we're starting maybe to go into the process a little bit, so I'll hand over now. Thank you.